There is a frenzied feeling on the build as we push to prepare our house for an upcoming holiday.
Thanksgiving is a week and a half away right now.
But since we're waiting on the countertops and cabinets, we shift our focus to the window wall in our great room.
It's pretty cool to start seeing this prow actually come to life for us.
And to help complete the front wall, we've brought in a fun new tool.
They call me Plain Jane.
Finally, our cabinets and countertops arrive, so it's time to start completing our kitchen.
We should be ready to rock and roll and assemble some cabinets.
Follow along as we prepare for our first Thanksgiving in our house, and if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a moment of the build.
All right, if you can hear the noise happening behind me, we have the planer out today, and we're gonna be planing some of the boards that we have for the trim around our window. They just got a little bit of water damage, and we think the planer will just take it right off. It won't equal hours of sanding, which will be great. And beyond that, we're gonna be working on planing those boards and then getting as many of them as we can up. And then I'm also working on just sanding these boards, which are trim for our kitchen, because we want to get those up before our kitchen cabinets go into place. And we are actually headed to IKEA today to get our cabinets, and tomorrow will be our little cabinet factory happening. So we've got a lot to do. Because we're headed to IKEA, it means we're stopping building a little bit early today, but we will take you guys along for the ride.
They call me Plain Jane.
Amazing.
As we were working on planing the pieces of our prow front, we got a nice surprise that our countertops were being delivered.
Nice and easy there.
Good.
Well, it's safe to say that the planer is wowing everybody. I think it might be wowing the men more than it's wowing me, but it's really nice because the pieces that we have are kind of specialty pieces created for our prow. And to catch you up, if you haven't been following us for a while, this is a cabin kit home, and it all shipped to us 2.5 years ago. And we have been doing our best to store it and keep it dry, but even under tarps, everything still kind of gets these little mildew mold spots, and they're just on the surface. So we are able to get those off with the planer. It's working awesome. And it's pretty cool to start seeing this prow actually come to life for us. We've gotten as far as we're gonna go today on the trim around our prow front windows, and now we're turning our focus for the last few minutes that we have of the day to installing the ceiling fan.
Boom sauce.
Oh,
Oh, and it's supposed to do this little back and forth thing as it like calibrates the motor.
would you look at that?
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
That is fancy, everybody. We're moving on up, not just forest people anymore.
I think it's actually the perfect height.
Very good. We were worried.
It kind of like is the perfect distance between the beam, the light, and then the landing. So it's kind of like this.
And it kind of frames
it
like
fills in the space.
yeah.
Whereas if it was up, it would be like pretty good.
We did it. Mr. I know how to do everything. What do you guys do when you don't have your kids for a 3-day weekend?
We're at IKEA.
We get a whole kitchen into our minivan. It took up a lot less space on their little cart.
We did it. Okay guys, today is a day that we have been looking forward to and dreaming about, honestly, for the last year, it seems like. And today we are actually putting together our kitchen cabinets. We picked up all the cabinets from IKEA last night, and they're in the back of the van. So we're gonna get those unloaded, and we're gonna clear out this space behind us because this is the space where we're going to be assembling in their final destination. So Kyle is actually going to be here to help us again today, and he should be showing up in the next 10 or 15 minutes. I'm gonna get this space cleaned up a little bit, and then we should be ready to rock and roll and assemble some cabinets.
We've been busy this morning clearing the workspace as much as we can, getting all of our cabinet pieces in the house from IKEA, and just clearing this spot because possibly by the end of the day, you're gonna see some cabinetry in place. So we're gonna get to work, take you guys along for the ride. Square. Everybody, the mood is low. We need to vibe a little higher, have a good time.
Those ones already had it, right?
Yeah. Let's light it. All right, we have all of the kitchen cabinet bodies assembled. So the next step is putting up the wall rail, and then we can actually get them into place.
Yeah, 33 7/8 center.
33 and 6/8? Oh.
6/8. 6/8 to be 3/4.
Oh.
33 and 6/8.
7/8.
Boom, shakalaka. Talk about killing two birds in a bush.
Chosen.
We could just do it real quick right now. And just do it and get this thing in.
Here we go. What time is it?
It's Pier 30, time to plane.
All right. Is that water really scary?
It is a Sunday, and we normally don't work on the build on a Sunday, but we are pushing really hard to have our house ready so we can have my brother and his girlfriend over for Thanksgiving dinner. And looking around, you can see that the house is not really in a state. So last we left you guys, we were working on our cabinets behind us. I got those all put in and leveled. So before we can work on installing our countertop, I want to make sure I get at least a thin coat of tung oil on the underside of the cabinet, because we are going to be doing an undermount sink, and I want to make sure that any moisture that makes contact, at least there's an oil layer to protect that. So I'm going to get a layer of oil on here, and then when Kyle's here tomorrow, we're going to be able to make some cuts and get this countertop installed. All right, we gotta measure this to see if it's gonna fit.
That's very nice. Look at that, 4 burners.
5.
What?
Yeah, it's got this
No way.
thing in the middle.
Oh my God, get my real size pans back.
Looks like 30.
Okay, that's what it said online. Okay, got our cabinets all set. Ryan did that, and all of a sudden we looked at our box on our stove and it said 31 inches, and everything online said 30 inches. So we were a little panicked, so we pulled it out. It's gonna fit. It's all gonna work just fine. It's the start of a new week, but over the weekend, Ryan was able to get in here and treat the underside of our butcher block countertops so we can actually start the installation process of those today. And he was also able to place and hang all of the cabinets. They are on the ground, so hanging seems a little bit unnecessary, but this prevents them from tipping forward. So they're all in place. We've measured. We know that all the appliances are going to fit where they need to go. So this week's goal is really getting this kitchen to look like a kitchen. So we will take you guys along for the ride. First on the agenda today is getting our sink in place. We went with an undermount farmhouse sink. So we're building a little frame that will support it from below as well from those clips. I'm going to cut those pieces on it, and then the guys are going to get it all installed, and hopefully we'll be looking at what our sink looks like when it's in place, and then it'll get to getting that countertop in place and cutting the circle for that countertop. So big things are going to happen today. And if you're curious, Thanksgiving is a week and a half away right now. So we are really hoping that we're going to be hosting a Thanksgiving to Ryan's brother and his girlfriend in our house with our kitchen basically intact. So wish us luck.
What is the saying when like every hammer is a nail, or I don't know, whenever problem's a nail, you use a hammer?
That's not it.
It was close.
I believe the saying is, when the only tool you're given is a hammer, everything is a nail. No water.
Obstacle course.
You could always add more 2x4s.
Yeah. So I think 26 is what we want from it. I think.
Why did we have to take it in and out 5 million times?
It wasn't level.
One, it wasn't level. Two, we figured out that our cabinet handles weren't going to fit with the bracing we put in.
Yes, we had to notch the supports because the cabinet hardware was going to be in the way.
Yep.
So we got those notched out. Kyle got it notched. We got it re-leveled.
Voila!
Done. I'm gonna mark the just
Okay, I found it.
edge.
You can see my lines.
You can.
Sweet.
What's everybody doing out here? Oh, yeah, you gotta inspect Kyle's truck? Yeah.
Oh man, this shot's gonna be so amazing. I can just tell. All right.
Or just round the top, because then
Yeah.
it's gonna kind of match
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
Sarah's finger show.
I kind of agree with what she's saying. Just kind of take off a ½ inch there and have it match that.
Do the limbo.
Those sides try to kill you.
All right, Kyle and I just dry fit the countertop in place, and there's a couple of little spots we're going to make adjustments to. We're gonna round off the inside corner and take about a 1/16 off the back edge. So we're gonna brought it back over to our table. We're gonna cut that off, and then hopefully this last time will be perfect. Think that'll work.
I think that's our guy. Dry fit number 3 of 7.
I feel like we're gonna do it. I mean, I'm not doing much.
It's getting lighter.
Every little bit of wood you take off of it. Watch your fingers.
Looks awesome.
We have our big countertop all in place, and now we just need to cut down our other piece so it can cover these 2 cabinets in the back and get everything all set. Bolt things. God, but we were gonna polyurethane it.
should. Yeah, that's tricky.
You done this before?